Hey, what's up, guys? You are watching match 2 between me and one of my friends here in Las Vegas. His name is Hooman, or he goes by Honeyboy91 here on Dueling Network. You might have seen him on the top of the list. He's probably ranked 2 yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know what he is right now, but anyways, we were playing rated games and we ended up getting paired against each other. So this is actually a rated match. We're both in the 14 to 1500s right now. We're both playing Dragoonity rulers. I'm playing a weird version. I'm just testing. I was just trying to test against random people in high-rated games to see how certain tech choice cards would have worked, and I ended up playing him. So I figured I'd record it. Anyways, you might have saw right there, I had Burial from the Different Dimension. Card's not good. I just wanted to test it as well as Necrogarna. So let's just see how it goes. I just want to do some commentary, and maybe you guys can see some combos or how the deck works, how it flows, and you'll also be able to see how this deck sides. So I started off banishing Tempest. I got Phalanx. He plays his Ravine. I decided to wait for him to pitch and then MST it. I could have probably MST'd it first because I didn't want that Phalanx in the grave, but it is what it is. A Bottomless. And I guess I'm waiting. He's looking at his deck. I don't think he has much of a hand. That's why he ends up pitching Tidal for Tempest. I'm ready to max C, but he doesn't do anything. He just passes. My turn. I actually draw a field spell, so I'm lucky. This deck is pretty broken with the combos. That extra deck is ridiculously good. You guys should copy it. I don't remember this match because I record a lot of it, so I'm just trying to comment and see what's going on here. Anyways, goes standard plays. He doesn't have Maxi or Veiler, so I just go ahead and do the whole thing. Trying to decide what level weight to go. Colossal Fighter is usually your best bet, especially when you have a hand trap like Maxi or Veiler. They have to waste a few resources just to make an answer to that, which would be either Scrap Dragon, Dracosac, Big Eye, and if you have Maxi, you're gonna just plus so much and get more advantage out of it. So as you can see here, he's gonna go ahead and special his Phalanx. I'm gonna chain Maxi and draw, and I think he has to stop, or maybe he uses Orient Dragon. I don't know. Speaking of Orient Dragon, I'm thinking about taking that card out, guys. The other rank 6 Synchro Deity Warrior Lady effect is pretty good, especially if you're under max C. You can go ahead and bring it out. It's a guaranteed banish one card unless they find another way to destroy it. I think it's a pretty good card. Gets over Dracosac if it has tokens and some other random monsters. So we forced him to get Scrap Dragon, but I got to draw a million cards. Right now I'm just pretty much waiting for him to make his move. I know I pretty much have game next turn, or put myself in a position to just really just hurt him and have game the following turn. He doesn't have much. I think he has titles, so it's not looking good. And so yeah, he makes Dracosac. He makes tokens. he pretty much gave up on this game. I think he just knew that he was losing, so he figured he's just gonna go all out. I'm right here deciding whether I should use this card or not. I figured he can't put enough damage on the board because he can't attack with Dragossack. He probably forgot, or maybe he just tried to pretend he forgot, but he tried to attack with Dragossack. He realized he couldn't, so he ended it. So yeah, here's my deck. I immediately took out the Burial. I think I took out the Necro Gardenas. I wanted just to test it to see how it works because I was originally playing Raigeki Break along with the field spells, and it's just kind of good to protect you from Crimson Blader attacks. But I guess with Scarecrow kind of does a better job. You just had to protect yourself from getting Crimson Blader in the first place. Don't leave a monster out. Don't leave your troopers or whatever monsters you guys play out when there's a chance that you can get bladered. It's as simple as that. Or make sure you at least have an answer to it, like Veiler. I play a lot of traps. You can see Bottomless, Mirror Force. I think I was maining the Decrees in this build. I no longer am, but Decrees is just actually an interesting choice. A lot of players are going to be playing Return, Emptiness, and if you play non-dragon matchups, a lot of them are trap heavy. You could be playing Fire Fist, you could be playing Evil Swarms, and Decrees just get there. I would love to show you guys my new build, but I'm going to YCS San Mateo, and I think I'm going to be playing this deck. But it might change. Spellbook seems really good right now. Doesn't get hurt by Maxi, which everyone seems to be running in like 2s and 3s at the moment. What does it get? I guess what I want to say is that everyone's prepared now for this deck. So let's see. So I open not the best. I have no way to really pitch my Phalanx, and I realize how Electric Virus is not that great of a side card right now. A lot of times in the mirror match, people are ending with Colossal Fighter now. And yeah, Electric Virus just becomes a dead card. It's only really good, if they make Dracossack, which is not being played that much. So I just draw into their Phalanx, and still no way to get him into the grave with the draw card or a field, which is what I would want to use Phalanxes for. And even so, I do not have a Dux in hand. I'm pretty desperate right now, so I play Dark Hole and end my turn, and I think I just get wrecked next turn, I believe. Close to it. Also, I just want to talk about my friend here, Hooman. He's a sick player. He pretty much plays for cards every single chance that he gets, and that's how he built his Dragoon deck in real life. How sick is that? I think last week he finished his deck by winning a playset of Tempests. Guy's crazy. Just borrows cards and wins cards. It's too good. And everything is just standard. He just goes out and I can't do anything, so I'm actually gonna fall asleep right now while I wait for him to destroy me. And I just want to talk about that with Redox, guys. If someone uses the effect of Redox to special summon, don't play your Maxis. I see a lot of players using Maxi the very first chance that they get. I mean, let's say I had Maxi here, he activated Redox. If I played Maxi, it's going to be a 1-for-1. It's pretty much playing an upstart goblin. It does nothing. He can just end, and he's sitting behind a wall. You don't want to do that. You want to use Maxi where you're going to force them to at least special summon twice. Otherwise, they're going to leave out a monster that can be Crimson Bladed. So they're forced to special summon like a second time. For example, they bring out Tempest first. You Maxi that for sure. Other thing I wanted to mention is that when you're playing against a good player, they usually won't Maxi your Redox. So what you want to do is if you're planning to special summon something else, like summoning ducks to get Phalanx and special summon Phalanx, it's best to first try to bait out the Maxi with the Redox and end if they do use it. Most likely they won't. But then when you bring out that Redox and you summon Phalanx ducks and then they use Maxi, whether you keep going or not, you just saved yourself one card that's for summon a Redox, and that's really good because Redox is just a big wall. You're going to prevent yourself from at least getting OTK'd. Let's see. So anyways, standard, I have Colossal again. Force him to play around Colossal. And I have Veiler in hand, so it was just really good. I don't Veiler here. I remember I think I was regretting not doing that. I kind of wanted him to go all out to a level 8. Like I think Scrap Dragon I was hoping he was going to go for. And at least he kind of wastes his Scrap Dragon so he can't use it later on in the duel after I Veiler it. I think that might have not been the right play though. Just trying to remember what he does here. Oh yeah, that's what he does. He takes back his move. He does this. He special summons, brings out the guy called Orient Dragon. He Orient Dragons me, and if I Veiler this, he's just gonna go ahead and make 8 and I don't want that. And that's why I should have just Veilered his ducks. That was, I don't know. If he didn't have the Mistletoe, I guess it would have been a better play. Because he'd be forced to make Scrap Dragon most likely. Try to pop something. And then I just save my Colossal and ram into the Scrap Dragon and his other monster next turn. I was getting, a little bit of hope here by just topping that field spell. don't think I can kill everything though. Of course, going through my 6s and 8s, but he Valors me. And I think that means good game. Yep, and then you know what, I said, let me go ahead and put this Mirror Force back in the deck. I figured that he wouldn't expect Mirror Force in this matchup. What else? And I wanted to go first. I mean, so obviously I put in the field spells, and I don't know why I put a Necro Garden in, but I guess I just really wanted to test it out and see how it would work. I figured if I'm going to be drawing into my field spells fast, I want to pitch these Necro Gardenas. I'm going first, so I don't want any really like going second traps as much. That's why I took out one of those electric viruses. If I draw too many hand traps opening turn going first, it's gonna slow down the deck. So let's go see here. I draw and it looks pretty bad so far. Let's see how I can play out this hand. So I just decided if I wanted to set a card or not. I kind of need to, because I need to get my Phalanx in the grave as fast as possible. Of course, I play all my Terraforming and field spells and I don't draw anything close to it. But yeah, Mirror Force is a good card. It's going to protect me for at least this turn, and hopefully I can go all out with Ducks next turn. See what happens. And I get lucky because he blasters the Dark Hole, and then boom, field spell. Way to change everything. I know I'm playing, I think, 2 Terraforming. I think Hooman's playing 3. He plays pretty much 3 of everything. He just kind of wants to draw his field spell as fast as possible. And not only that, he field spells over your field spell. And he could do it more often because he's drawing it more often. And so here I guess I try to do the Mistletoe combo, which is ridiculously broken. You can pretty much make either M7 with Stardust first turn, or you can make Dracossack, Gaia Charger, and any level 8 Synchro first turn. I usually don't do it first turn though, because what I would like to do is save my cards so I can either play around in Effect Valor if they Valor the sorry, I'm just watching and reading what they're saying in this chat. If they're Effect Valoring the Ducks, then all you gotta do is send Ducks to the grave and special summon your Mistletoe, and you can make another level 8 that way. It's pretty good, but the better combo is to summon Ducks, equip Phalanx, special Phalanx, special summon Mistletoe off of that Phalanx and re-equip the Phalanx, and then special summon the Phalanx again and make Vajrayana and special summon the Phalanx again. And you have 2 level 6s that way. And the 2 main combos is to either go into M7 with your Vajrayana and your Mistletoe, detach the Mistletoe and target Mistletoe itself to add it back to your hand, and then special summon off the Phalanx again and do the same thing and make a level 8. I ended up winning here because he goes for Blader. He goes WTF. What the fuck? Who plays this card? And then he QQs. Like I said, one of the best things to do at a tournament, YCS or whatnot, is to play cards that people don't expect as much. Now that the build is out here for Dragoon decks and everything, everyone knows what the typical trap lineup is. If you could kind of go play different cards, you're gonna win, guys.